Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with just like a chatty weekend vlog of book mail, book shopping, recent reads. Let's get into it. So I just got back from Value Village, which is a thrift store slash kind of used bookstore, I guess. I go there for the used books at least. I love a used bookstore, like more so than a traditional bookstore. Like I love the thrill and the hunt and the hype of like not knowing what you're gonna find when you go into a used bookstore and just like finding gems, finding treasures, never knowing what you're gonna find in there. Like that's my favorite thing ever. All right, so as you saw, they had a ton of historical romances there today. So it seems like somebody either dropped off their entire collection or just getting rid of a ton of like specific authors. Like they had a ton of Stephanie Lawrence and Susan Enoch and just is kind of a bunch of historical romances. So I had so much fun going through them. There was a bunch that I already had. There were some pretty ones, but since I have like hundreds of historical romances in my collection at this point, I like to collect maybe more unique ones that I'm searching for, ones that I haven't seen before, maybe some really old looking goodies. So yeah, I did pick up 5, so let's get into them. All right, so I picked up this really pretty Victoria Alexander, which is Yesterday and Forever. Here is the cover. This one is just stunning. Love the raised edges and that like beautiful clench moment. They need to make historical romances like this again. So I do have quite a collection of Victoria Alexander books, but this is like an old looking one that I wanted to have. All right, will I read this one? Who knows, but let's see what it's about. So it says, Portrait of Love, an artist with no palette for business. Margaret could create a world of excitement on canvas, but her love life was as dull as flat paint. Then a carriage ride on a foggy night swept her back to Regency London and the picture-perfect nobleman she'd always yearned for. Wait, this is time travel? How did I not know that? It literally says like time swept right here. I just thought that was like a logo. Preoccupied with marrying off his rebellious sister, Adam had no leisure to find a wife of his own, yet when fate dropped Maggie at his feet, the handsome Earl was powerless to resist the desire she roused in him, but with time fighting against them, Adam feared that not even a masterpiece of love could keep Maggie from becoming nothing more than a passionate memory. Okay, wait, this sounds so good now. I think it was published in the 90s for sure, from the art style. So yeah, published in October of 1995. This one sounds like even more fun now, like time travel, yes please. All right, next I picked up 2 Susan Enochs, so let's look at these. First up is Taming Rafe. Okay, this one is so stinking pretty. Like, look at the floral and the couple and the colors they used. Just so pretty. The raised font, obsessed. Which I think I have read Susan Enoch. I've read a like novella that she did as part of like I think like a recent holiday collection anthology, but I haven't read any of her older stuff. So it says, no woman could tame him. Rafe was nothing but a scoundrel, but the sexy, infuriating man was now the owner of Fortune Hall, Felicity Harrington's ancestral home. The fiery beauty was determined to save her family and herself from ruin at the hands of the handsome Rafe. But how can she when she lies in bed each night longing for her irresistible enemy's touch? Ooh, okay, this sounds so good. So it says, Rafe won Fortune Hall in a card game, but he has no intention of settling down. No, his plan was to sell the place and be off onto his next adventure until he met Felicity. Suddenly, days and nights spent with Felicity in his arms seem far more alluring than any exotic land. His roguish heart can't explain it unless love is the greatest adventure of all. This one sounds so fun. All right, another Susan Enoch. So this one is Reforming a Rake. I love the blue metallic underneath the font on here, and then up at the top, that ribbon as well, which it says what, with this ring, I believe, and then the bottom as well. Again, we have that blue metallic in the background. So pretty. So this one is a governess romance. So it says, Lessons in Love. A governess must never be alone with a man. Her reputation mustn't have a hint of scandal. She must never reveal personal emotions, no matter how strong the provocation by her employer. A governess never questions her employer's commands, even when he's tempting her to forsake respectability for desire. She must never ever fall in love with someone above her station, especially a rake, no matter how devastating his kisses may be. So it says Alexandra is a governess extraordinaire, and if it weren't for that unfortunate incident at her last position, she wouldn't now be forced into the employ of Lucian, the most notorious rake in London. Though the sinfully attractive Earl hired her to teach his young cousin, his seductive whispers and toe-curling kisses suggest that he has something far less respectable in mind, and that will never happen. For although Lucian seems determined to teach her about pleasure, she has a few lessons herself to teach him about love. All right, and then I grabbed these 2 really pretty Mary Baylog ones. So first up is Indiscreet, and I love how shiny and metallic the pink is on here, and look how cute the couple is. So pretty. And then the second Mary Baylog I got is Irresistible, and this one is green with the fun pink font, and then the really pretty couple as well. Like these 2, the style seems like they're part of the same series just because of like the style of them, which I have read Mary Baylog before. I've read her Bedouin series, which I really enjoyed. Hers are more like low angst, and I read a couple more from her. I think like a couple books in her Survivors Club series, as well as The Gilded Web or something like that. Like, so yeah, I've read a few of hers. I think like maybe 10-ish. I do enjoy them, and I hadn't seen these ever before. And like I said, I like grabbing more like unique looking historical romances or some older ones I haven't seen before. So these were so pretty, couldn't resist. All right, and then I ended up coming home and having some book mail. So let's get into that. All right, so I got my Mystic box, which I think this is Pepper Winters. So let's open these up together. Mystic box is a subscription that I've actually had for years now. I first got it when they first did the Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas edition. And so I signed up back then before there was even like a wait list or anything. So yeah, I signed up for it back then, and I haven't loved the ones they've been doing recently, although this one is kind of pretty. So this is Cor Amare by Pepper Winters. I'm just going to keep it in the plastic in case I don't keep it, but I really love the shell design on here and the silver. It's actually really pretty. I think I've read Pepper Winters years and years ago, like her whole Pennies, Dollars, that series. I read that a long time ago. So I know she's like a dark romance author, but I haven't read her recently. So let me know if you've read this. I'm assuming it's part of a series if there's 2 of them. So the second one is Luna Mare, which this one is really, really pretty. The teal with the seahorse and the silver, like actually really stunning. In the back, hopefully you can see that. Like the silver on here, the foiling is really, really pretty. Like that's one thing is Mystic Box does really pretty editions. I'm just not sure if I love the options they've been choosing lately, if I'm going to keep them. So I don't know, but like I've had their subscription forever now. So let's see, it came with just like the info, and then it came with some art for the books as well. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty, but like, I don't know if I want to keep the Mystic Box still, and then I don't want to like regret not having it and having to wait on a super long wait list if they start doing authors that I love again. I don't know. All right, and then this is some book mail that I got for myself off of Amazon. So like some recent favorites and some for like book signing that I'm going to that I wanted to have like copies of. So one of my favorites for May was Truly Madly Deeply by Alexandria Bellefleur. Love this one so much. This has a bisexual rep for both of the main characters. And here the heroine is a historical romance author and the hero is a divorce lawyer, and they end up on a podcast together with like opposing views for dating and relationship advice. And it was so much fun. I love this one so much. The hero is so sweet, cinnamon roll. The heroine is the more grumpy, kind of like has thorns around her that he has to like break down, and then he has more of like an emotional wall. So good. Love this one so much. If you haven't read it, highly recommend. The audio is so good. My nails match it perfectly, and yeah, this one's just so good. I love this author in general. Like all of her books hit for me. This one is definitely a new favorite though. So yeah, I wanted to grab this because she's supposed to be at Steamy in August, so I wanted like a physical copy. So then another May favorite is Here We Go Again by Alison Cochran. Love this one so much. Just know it's very emotional, has a death on page of a loved one, so know that it gets very heavy and kind of darker with some of the elements and themes. So just know that I have content warnings in my Goodreads review. But it's so good. It's a sapphic road trip romance. So good. The heroines in here were best friends as kind of children. They had fallen out as teenagers, and they went separate ways into like adulthood. And then now they're living back in the same area. They're teachers at the same school. And they had both this like father figure, which was a former teacher of theirs that they now work with. And so he's actually dying, asks both of them to join him on a road trip cross country for like his last road trip for his life. So they go from like, I think, Washington or Oregon, and he wants to go all the way to Maine. And so it is their, you know, rekindling of all the feelings, going through everything. So good. Really love this one. Like I said, super emotional. And this author as well, I believe she's going to be at Steamy Lit. So like I wanted a physical copy of this one as well. All right. And then I grabbed Scoring the Player by Rebecca Jinchak. So this is my favorite book in the Campus Wallflowers series. I really enjoy Rebecca Jinchak's books, and this series recently got new covers, just so cute. So I wanted this new cover of my favorite in the series, and like she's going to be at Book Bonanza, which is in a few days. And so I wanted to have this to have her sign it. So yeah, I grabbed this one, really enjoyed this one. This one has a fake dating in it. The hero is a football player at the school, college. The heroine has always crushed on him. So she ends up like telling her friends she's been crushing on him. Somebody ends up recording the conversation, puts it on social media without her knowing. Everybody finds out, and then the hero finds out. They get locked in an elevator together, or trapped in an elevator together. And then he's like, hey, can we fake date? Because like I have this ex who's bothering me. Everybody's already talking about us together. And it goes from there. The heroine plays golf. That's why she has like the golf club. And she also, I think, is into fashion, fashion designer, possibly. Anyways, fake dating is so much fun. I love this one. And then another of my favorites from May is Crossroads by Devney Perry. So I pre-ordered this one and it showed up. I love this one. I had an arc of it and it was just so good. It gave me like old Devney Perry vibes, because some of her recent stuff I haven't been loving quite as much, but this one really hit and was so good. Second chance, Western Montana setting. They're actually like childhood friends, where his family owned a ranch in Montana and her family was like super wealthy from Texas, and they'd come there every summer. So you see the couple throughout the years like meeting as children during the summer into teenage years, kind of all those feelings, and then now later they're adults, and it's second chance because the heroine comes back and she's actually now the owner of his family's ranch. And so it kind of goes from there with like a little bit of a hate animosity going on. So good. Love this one. I know it's on Kindle Unlimited, and since it's published through Montlake, it also comes with the read and listen feature. So if you download it on KU, you get the audiobook with it while you have the KU checked out on your library. Highly, highly recommend. It was so good. All right. And then I had some really cute mail from Kat Singleton. So this is a special edition that she did herself for Rewrite Our Story, which is the first book in her Sun Mountain Small Town series. And this edition is so stinking pretty and cute. I love the white spot gloss on here and the pretty floral. The back has the pretty floral and spot gloss as well. And I really love this because the interior is color. Like all of the headers and chapters are all like color throughout the entire book, which I just love that detail. So pretty. Like, it's such a pretty edition. Like, look at all those color interior pages. So pretty. Came with 2 art thingies, which I can't show the other one because, you know. Then it came with this little pack of goodies as well. Let's see. So the first sticker says in my Sutton Mountain era, super cute. This one says small town with a view and then Sutton Mountain at the top. We have a really cute like matching bookmark for Rewrite Our Story. Cute little fun postcard that you could like literally send, which I am so excited because I'm actually going to be author assisting Kat Singleton at Book Bonanza next week. So if you're at Book Bonanza, definitely say hello. I'll be at her table the whole time and I am so excited. So yeah, this was so cute and fun. All right, and then I got this adorable package, PR package from Laura Pavlov for her new book, Forbidden King. It came in this adorable book bow. Like, look how stinking cute that is with the dandelion on here, which is what the hero calls the heroine. I just put all the goodies in here because I just filmed an unboxing for my video. So it came with, of course, the book, and I love the people covers for the series. It came with this really cute like cover photo of the couple on the front. Let's just show everything because yeah, like I said, I just filmed a unboxing for like Instagram and stuff. Came with a book plate, which I'll actually probably take the book to a Book Bonanza and have Laura just like physically sign it there. Came with a Lila Junco card for the couple, which I love, Kingston and Sailor. Came with, I love these, Laura always does these super cute and fun like couple cut out bookmarks. I love these and have them for like all of her books. Came with another cute sticker of the couple. So fun. And this one is another little quote from the hero that he says about the heroine. So cute. Cute little sticker because the heroine's actually opening her own like romance bookstore, and so it's called Love Ever After. So that's the name of her bookstore. Map of the town. And in the back, so fun. And then some art of like the couple cover as well. And then this is so cute. I'm pretty sure Lila Junco designed this as well. So this is a fun like little postcard. Like I said, the heroine's opening her own bookstore, and on the back it's like a little postcard you could send, which is so stinking cute. So many cute goodies. It came with this adorable, hopefully this is gonna focus. Let's see. So it says make a wish, and it's a little glass dandelion jar because like if you've read the book then you know. Isn't that adorable? And it came with these 2 little cutie little bees as well, which is so cute. All right, so I think that is all of the book mail that I have currently. My mom and I are actually gonna be hanging out tomorrow. We're gonna be going to like a Saturday market in town and to check that out, which we haven't been to in years and years. So probably just have some B-roll footage of that. And otherwise, I think that's it. It's just a very like casual book mail opening weekend and hanging out because it's the weekend before I go to Book Bonanza. So it's just very chill and all that. So yeah, I have to start packing soon. And just all that, just have my coffee. Oh, I didn't even talk about the 2 books that I'm currently reading. So I am reading Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. This is like a follow-up or exists in the same series world that she did. What was the other one? Butcher and Blackbird? Blackbird. Butcher and Blackbird. I always want to say Blackbeard, but anywho. So it exists in that same world where this one we basically have a contract killer and the heroine as well. She needed to like hire cleaners to set up a situation for her family at the beginning of the story. We've already met the hero and the heroine because I believe the hero is he the brother of the hero of book 1 and the heroine is the friend of the heroine of book 1. I believe that's the setup. Like I just got into it. And so yeah, it's fun so far. Very like dark humor. And so that is fun. And then I'm also reading an arc of Bright Lights and Summer Nights by Kat Singleton. This is the 3rd and final book in her Black Tie Billionaire series. This one I am enjoying a lot more. So this one is so cute and so fun. I loved the second book so much. And like her writing is just getting better in general, I feel like. So I'm enjoying this one so much. This one is fake dating where the heroine is basically like 25, mid-20s, I think. She's like, okay, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life and I want to figure it out. And so her friend, who are the heroines of the previous book, they're like, hey, go use my like Hamptons house and just like chill, hang out, figure yourself out for the summer. So she goes there, and then the first night there, she ends up hearing about this like epic party. So she ends up crashing a party at a country club, which she rolls up, literally jumps over the gate, falls into the hero's arms, and it's his sister's like wedding arrival party. And so she's like, oh my God, I was breaking in, like, don't tell anybody. And he's like, this is my sister's party, but okay. And so they end up fake dating because he has like somebody, one of his sister's friends, like is always bothering him. And he's like, can I get this girl away from me? And so he ends up just telling that girl like, oh, this is actually my girlfriend, sorry. sorry, I'm busy. So it's supposed to just end there, but it very much like snowballs, because then the hero's sister overhears and is like, oh my God, what, a girlfriend? You brought a girlfriend to my wedding festivities? And so she's like, well, now she has to come to all of the events. And then his grandma ends up overhearing. And so it just kind of like turns into this huge big thing. So they're fake dating, and the hero is like an NFL player, super rich and wealthy. And it's just so much fun because the heroine is so cute and the hero is so possessive. Really enjoying that one so far. All right, so I think that's all that I have. Just a very chill weekend, like just some book mail, book shopping, and just chatting about recent reads. So let me know if you enjoyed this kind of style of video, just kind of like short, sweet, chatty times. Anyways, in the comments, if you want to leave me an emoji today, maybe leave me a bee, since the Forbidden King had those cute little bees in it. So yeah, leave me a bee emoji if you haven't done so yet. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.